Hey, what's going on everybody? Chris here, and welcome to my tutorial on how to create a Minecraft server for 1.8/1.9, so both versions can join. From, say, if you had a 1.9 player who didn't know that you can actually downgrade to 1.8 through the menu, he could join your server, and a 1.8 player could join 1.9 server. So yeah. This tutorial I'll be using Spigot, but you can as well use Bucket. I'll show you right here. So if you just go to getspigot.org, you can find the download Spigot or download Craft Bucket. I prefer Spigot, but I started off with Craft Bucket, so you guys could do that as well. So yeah, let's get into the tutorial for creating a Minecraft server. So right here I have all the base plugins that we're going to be doing on episode 1. I have the Essentials chat and Essentials, and then for our anti-cheat or anti-build, it's going to be World Guard. In fact, let's do actually no cheat plus. Let me just download it right here. This will help prevent hackers. Yep, if we go to the download and download here, we can have no cheat plus. So yeah, we're going to be using that as well. And we have the actual server right here, Spigot, and permissions ex, so we can give only certain people. If you're doing like a to have admins, an owner rank, a like VIP rank, we'll be setting that up in later episodes. So yeah, the first thing I would recommend is having a place to back up your files for when creating a server. So let's just say we're going to create our server right here. For this series, we're going to be naming this series server DuoCraft, just like that. And if we wanted to back up the server, here I have a Dropbox account, so I'll leave a link, all the links in the description for every plugin that I'm using, and as well as Dropbox. But you guys can just go to dropbox.com, sign up, and just then add it. So right here I have some stuff added, but if I wanted to just copy something over there, it's saved in my Dropbox account if I wanted to save stuff. Or you could save it to a flash drive. I would recommend having more than one backup, just because I've had servers in the past where I've lost everything. So yeah, now let's actually start creating the server. So what you want to do is go to the Spigot website and download Spigot 1.8.8 or the latest version of the 1.8 right now. Don't get 1.9 because we're going to be adding a plugin where 1.9 players can join the 1.8, but we don't want to have the 1.8 attack system, because that is in my opinion trash. So just once you have the Spigot jar file from their page, it'll be right here, and you're going to want to create a new text document. It doesn't matter what you name it. Just open it up, and here, let me find it. Do I have it? Yeah, here. I'll leave everything in the description so you guys won't have to go search it up. So tutorials, setting up a Spigot server. You can just scroll down and find this line of code right here under preparing the server. So what we want to do is actually just copy that and paste it right into the new text document. And first off, let me say what this code does. Java, so we're recognizing that we're executing this as a Java program. Now XMS and XMX are actually going to be the minimum amount of RAM it can use. So if you want to know how much RAM your computer has, just type this PC, right click, go to properties, and right here under installed memory, RAM, it should say however much you have. I have 16 gigabytes, so for my maximum amount, I'm going to do 8 gigabytes. And every gigabyte, this M stands for megabytes, which is 1024 megabytes equals a gigabyte of RAM. So if you don't know how to do the math, so 1024 times however much RAM you want to have. So I want to have 8 gigabytes, which is half my system. You can have, I would recommend 3/4, half to 3/4 if you want the best performance. So yeah, now we have 8,192. That is going to be how much RAM is maximum, and the minimum amount I'm going to recommend is going to be just an eighth of what you have, so 1024. And right here it's recognizing that it's a jar file, so we're executing the Java program to a jar file named spigot.jar, which is what we renamed it to. It was Spigot 1.8.8, but now it's Spigot, just Spigot. So yeah, now you're gonna save the file as, and make sure it's in your folder that you have. That's correct for me. And just name it whatever you want to, and then .bat at the end. So basically, I'm gonna do start.bat, and make sure to save the type as all files, or else it won't save correctly. So yeah, leave encoding the same, that doesn't matter, and save it. Now you'll see that we have a new start Windows batch file. It should say under type. We can delete the text document file there, and now run it by double clicking it, and it should be loading it up, and it'll crash. And it does this because we have to accept the agreements that the Minecraft developers have laid out for us. So just change EULA equals to true instead of false. So save that, and then we are going to run it, and you'll see our line of code right here. It's going to be loading the libraries, which is downloading everything it has to. So now we have a plugins folder, a world folder, and just give it a bit. It usually doesn't take this long, actually. Right here, up there it goes. It's still loading files for some reason. I don't know why it's been so slow, but it should start soon. It's probably because I have both my Minecrafts open, actually. Let's just close that out. Close that out. And it seems to have frozen, so let's restart. Nope. Don't double click the spigot. That will mess up, and if you do that, just hit Control-Shift-Escape on Windows. And then force it to end. So there. Now let's hit start again. Seems to be, there we go. It's loading up. It should do that first time, but if it doesn't, you can always just close it out, or force close it like I did. And here we go, done. That means the server is working. I can prove it to you right now, actually. Let me just start my, I don't have my Minecraft on my desktop. Hold on, downloads, and then Minecraft. Here, we'll just load this one. Okay, so let me start Minecraft right here. And I can just play on 1.8.8 right now. But later, once we install the plugins, you'll be able to play on any version of 1.8 and any version of 1.9. So here, we're going to direct connect to localhost right now, because we haven't port forwarded, which is what allows other players to connect to your server. So if you don't know how to port forward, you can look up a tutorial, but I'm just going to join locally right now. So if I join the server, you'll see my name has joined the game, 107 Duo. I can just move around, yada yada. It's just all nice and dandy. So yeah, I can even opt myself if I want to give myself permissions, which is what we're going to have to do anyways. So now I can go into creative mode. Type hi, everything works. You can see I said hi right there. So yeah, we're going to stop the server now. Just type stop. This will make sure everything saves, so you do not have to do anything. If you hit X, it will probably delete the last couple minutes of the world, so you always want to type stop if you're gonna close the server. So yeah, now the plugins that we're gonna need is going to be everything will be in the description, the links to them. But yeah, the plugins that we have right here, I will show you. if we go to essentials for 1.8, because that's what we're running right now. This dude linked it. We're gonna download the essentials 2.x snapshot.jar, and then we're gonna do the chat. You can leave the rest of them. You don't have to download the rest of them because we're gonna use different plugins that do a better job. So yeah, we're just gonna drag the essentials. I'll copy it over actually to the plugins folder right in Minecraft right here. So just paste that right there. The essentials chat as well. We'll do that. No cheat plus and permissions ex to there, and VIA version and world guard. The VIA version, however you want to say it, is what allows players from 1.9 to connect to a 1.8 server. This is what many of the more popular servers, I think Hypixel is doing it, I'm not sure, but this is what they use a plugin similar to this or this plugin for players to connect. So yeah, once you drop the plugins in, we can actually start it. And we're not going to actually be setting up any of the plugins in this episode, but in the next one I will probably be showing how to set up the essentials and basic permissions ex stuff, either in the second or third episode. So here it has ended, so we can actually join. Oops, don't mess up that. Okay, so just join through localhost for now. And here, I'm in the world, and you'll notice it, the first thing is you have no new mail, which means that the plugins have installed correctly. If it says a message, or if it doesn't say anything, just type /plugins, not like that, /plugins to see what plugins you have. And as you can see, we have permissions ex, no cheat plus VIA version, essentials, and essentials chat. Now what essentials chat will do is it'll make it so that people cannot say bad things in the chat. It'll automatically block it. And I just realized something. Do we have world edit? That's what I need to know. World edit will help for... I don't have world edit. Ah, silly me. Okay, so world edit right here. And you can just download world edit from the link I'll have. Let's stop this here. Actually, no. If you drag and drop a plugin like that, most of the time you can just type restart. Now, oh, looks like they updated it. Never mind, it'll just stop the server. So, you'll just have to restart the server, or reload, that's the command. Sorry. Let me actually show that. Let me actually stop the server. So if you wanted to add a plugin like halfway through, like let's take world edit out of here and delete the world edit folder. So let's say you were to have the server open anyways, and you wanted to mess with your friends, or you just wanted to add a plugin with having to fully restart the server. You can just drag it in there and then type reload. Yep, that'll reload everything. And as you can see, we have world edit in here now. Now, if we join, no other players will have this installed, but well, other players will have it, but they won't be able to do commands like //wand until we set it up in the permissions ex file. So right now we have opt ourselves, so we can actually use the plugins. So if we do plugins, you can see now that we have 7 plugins, and we can use them now. See, if I were to select an area and I do clear, I think / delete. It's something. Hold on. If you do / help for / oh yeah, set air. I haven't used this plugin in forever. Okay, like over a year. So yeah, it'll help. Like if you want to set a stone, we can set it that. Let's set wool red. We can set it to red wool. You know, we can set it to green wool. But yeah, and then we have the, if we do /day/night, as an admin we can do that, or we can just do it from the console. So if we type day, notice we have day here. We want to say from the console, say hi. And the console has said hi, which is pretty cool. So yeah, the last thing I wanted to do is just in this episode is show how you can join through 1.9. So let's just say a person is running regular 1.9. 1.9.2 is what we'll have. So yeah, the server is 1.8, but if we join through 1.9.2, you can see up here, it says that we are in 1.9.2, and if we try to grab something from the 1.9, it won't actually let us use it. So if I have a bow, it'll just shoot a regular arrow for us. Like it got rid of the arrow. If we tried to use a block from 1.9, like the purpose slabs, it would get rid of it. So we are not allowed to use any of the new stuff from 1.9, even if we were to game mode S survival. If we wanted to put this in our, it'd just drop it. You see, if we tried to put it in our command or use the keybind, it would not work. So yeah, I think that's everything for the setup video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to drop a like and even subscribe, because I will be posting more of these videos right now weekly. Yeah, weekly. I'll be posting them weekly. But if you guys subscribe and like the video, and I get more views, so tell your friends and stuff, I will actually make these every other day and maybe daily someday. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye!